latrines are a problem. Here, in fact, is my old latrine, and here is my new latrine built in my absence. So, despite the fact that it's actually a dry pit latrine, or perhaps fortunately because it's a dry pit latrine, this one, nevertheless, is a breeding ground for flies. It's a reasonably typical latrine in that, in this kind of area, in that it's got walls, because the sides aren't very strong. And then if I lift this off, we should get several flies coming out. So every time you shit, you let some of these flies out. Now, we did try a thing in Favela through necessity that seemed to work, and which we will try and demonstrate here. But before that, being a scientist, we'll try a little Being a scientist, we will try and study our flies a little bit before we try and kill them. Now what we're going to try and do is see if we can design a self-marking system using wire like this inside a cylinder made that this will be turned into. Good put up. So we get our trusty milk tin, turn it into a cylinder. Oh! Break it.
No one's doing it.
And then we get our old wire fence that's rusted and is useless. Stick it in a plastic bag. Add a bit of magic powder. Give it a shake, and maybe, just maybe, we'll have set up a system for self-marking of our flies in the latrine. And we'll give it a bit more colour. It's a little bit. There we go. So, let's take this and see if this works. It's just a first attempt, but we can see that now we're going to have to put our control measure into place soon, I'm sure. So now we get our cylinder, get our wire. I'm not sure if it's marked enough, this wire. Maybe. Make it so that basically that's a bit better. So, given the ease with which the paint comes off this wire, one should expect flies that now fly up through here because it's because of the light, should get marked like I am. The only difference between me and them is that I produce it and they sit on it. So now we'll see if the flies that come out of there pick up this red paint. I have to say that when I was putting this plastic bag on, I did actually see a nicely bright red fly in the bag, but I think it sort of escaped when I was vainly trying to put the bag on. So typically I can't find my UV light, but here's a selection of flies caught in our plastic bag. Rather too many for comfort, but they all, even to the naked eye, but maybe not to this video, are nicely marked. So now we can